Okay, so laundry list of stocks from the last month and this month as well. Basically, just going to go one by one and do my own fundamental research to understand that this is a junk company. This stock should come back to where it came from if there's spikes. So, this is the extent of fundamental research for me. Down. Next. Junk company. Next. Junk. Next. Junk until we end up actually breaking out and holding up. Day one, able to come back, hold up, and from here, yes, still junk. However, technically, you do have to actually understand when it's safe to get in. So, next, junk. Next, junk. Next. Overall, we can even bring this out further. Overall, junk. BSPM, junk. CAPR. When this starts to break over this level right here, this is when it's able to hold up a little bit. Therefore, yes, could be junk, but ultimately, technically, it's able to hold up after it starts breaking out. So yes, junk should go back to zero. When? That's where timing and technicals come in. Here we go. Get another one. Junk. This was way back here. Every time it pops, able to come back. Do I need to go through all the filings? Do I need to go through fundamental research in order to know if this company is a piece of shit? No. The technicals will also show you that yes, this is junk. 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 So as you can see, it doesn't take too much to understand that yes, these are junk companies that should come back to where they came from. If there's no volume in this, this is not a real company to where people are wanting to own this. When there's no trend up, when this is not being bought, ultimately, yes. If there's any large spikes, they should come back down. ECYT, of course, junk. But if it wants to hold up day one, if this wants to gap up also, again, timing and technicals to understand when to get in. And yes, if it's junk and you want to catch the top and ride it back down, when it's ready, that's what fundamentals are for. When the backside is in, you hold for the bigger move. But still, you have to understand when to get in. These can't keep going as far as they want to until they actually end. So to just know that it's junk, it's junk. It should be at zero yesterday. That doesn't do much other than give you such a strong bias to where you can start wanting it so much and always getting in early. Another one. Junk. And then we have the HMNY. We have this guy that ends up, yes, overall junk, spikes up, tops out. And then we have the junk again, yes. But when this starts to break over psychological 5 and starts to break out of this base here, this can go. There's actually another reason why this is able to get up to here on a higher time frame, but it is what it is. So knowing that, yes, it's junk, you still have to understand that timing is involved. Technicals are involved. All right? So again, junk, Infi, overall, junk. Yes, so do all the research you want, but ultimately, if it's a weak stock overall, not much volume, low dollar, of course it's going to be junk. ITUS, another one. Yes, junk. All the way down like this, 50-cent stock, but it starts breaking out of 1. If it wants to hold up over psychological 1, over this 130, it's able to. This is where technicals and timing come in. IZEA, same thing, breaking out of this 250, holds up, gaps up, all technicals to know that when to actually place risk accordingly and how to actually play it out. What days are best to play these? What days are the days that you just want to sit on the sidelines and not worry about it anymore? Being able to understand that, yes, big downtrend, no volume, it's junk. So every time it heads up, should be able to come back. But knowing when, knowing how, that's the secret sauce in actually trading, timing. Knowing that all these are junk, same thing, LBIX, of course, it's junk. We all know it. But knowing how to play it is where the money is. You can look through all the fundamentals if you want. Look at the chart. Is this being bought? Is this strong? Or is it just weak? If it's weak, of course, no one's wanting this. So when there are these huge fluctuations, eventually they will come down, but you still have to understand how to play them. MBRX, junk. Okay? MRNS. This, overall, ends up, when this breaks out, has reason to hold up. We're breaking out. Day one is able to pull back in. How much more does this have to go? Not really much more. So to understand the technical, the context behind it, that's where the money is with defined risk. There's a reason why MRTX potentially able to hold up. Psychological 10, big base, breakout. Now you can see it's holding up. Overall, was this junk? Yeah, but ended up actually breaking out and now turning into something else, right? So there's no need to overthink things. MTBC, no volume, junk, spikes up, able to come back in, spikes up again, able to come back in. So yes, it's all junk, but certain days are better played than others. To think that one is not able to run further than the other, we don't know. So knowing that technicals and timing to know how to get into these, that's where the money is. Again, junk, neat, junk. NLNK, junk. OHGI, junk. PYDS, no volume, just nothing, junk. DZRK, junk. Same thing over and over. Archon, of course, junk. But breaking out, now holding up over 2, so it's able to hold here if it wants to. Okay? But yeah, of course, it's junk, but technicals, timing, context of when to play it is where the defined risk is and the plays are. RGSC, weird, junk. Okay? It's not rocket science to know that, yes, this company, this stock, is junk. Just look at the chart. Rigel, this ends up breaking out of this 3 and now it's able to hold up. First day was big, second day comes in and now this can do whatever it wants. The staff, junk. VICL, junk. Whack, junk. Zine, coming all the way down here, big move down. More than likely this is not going to start holding up. It will need to come in after a large percentage move, and now we get TRXC, where yes, this is junk. Is this just nothing? Yeah, but breaking out of a level, so we are able to hold up a little bit. So to understand that this doesn't have to start collapsing down if this is breaking out and this now decides to be support, this is able to hold up. So of course, yeah, junk, sure. But timing and understanding when to play, how to play, that's the actual bread and butter of risk management, and letting the fundamentals, when you catch the top, give you the actual conviction and confidence to hold for the larger move. But still, you need to know when to get into it, how to get into it, and have the correct risk management in order not to let these things get out of control if you are wrong.